Hey, good afternoon, guys. So today the second video that I'm posting, or actually the third video that I'm posting on my Facebook page, or actually on my YouTube page, or website. Uh, a friend of mine, Jeff from work, sent me a message and said that if I can make a flag with concealed storage. It's something that I have made in the past. I made one in the past for myself, and I'll show you a video or a picture of it afterwards. I'll post it on my Facebook page. So I decided to make one and actually go through the process so you guys can learn how to make it. The pieces are pretty inexpensive. I'm using pine boards for the flag and for the frame of the flag itself. And I'm using a piece of 3/4 inch ply for the bottom of the flag, for the case itself, for the bottom of the case. It's a lot of the parts are inexpensive. I think the most expensive part is going to be the piece of 3/4 inch ply. I use birch ply that I have lying around, so I have a lot of pieces of plywood laying around. So I'm actually using some scraps that I had. Some of the pine boards that I had were pieces that I haven't used for the trailer, but I decided to make this because I know a lot of people would like, to get something like this or make something like this. So, briefly, I'm gonna go through like my cut list. It's not that difficult. Materials list, and I'm gonna show you. I'm kind of like holding this at the same time, but I'm gonna put this down here. So, what I bought and what I had in my basement. So I'm using 13 pieces of this pine board. It's 1 by 2. It's 1 inch by 2 inches. 13 pieces of this to make the flag itself. The flag is going to be 43 inches long by 20 inches tall. So you need 13 pieces of these to make the flag. It's 1 inch by 1 inch by 2 inches. They're pretty inexpensive. If you buy 8 foot long pieces at the big box store, apparently I have to say big box store. So if you buy a couple of those, you should have enough. So I bought with two, with I think 6 of them will be enough to make one whole flag. Um, the other pieces that you need is 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 is gonna be how I built the box where the storage is gonna be. The guns or whatever you want to put in this is gonna be. So 1 by 3 is gonna be the box. The 1 by 2s are gonna be the flag. So you need 4 of these. And these are gonna be, 2 of them are gonna be 43 inches long. And then 2 of them are gonna be 20 inches long also. You have to remember that you have to subtract 1.5 inches from this, okay? Because when you put these together, they make 1.5 inches. So from 43 inches long, you got to make sure that you subtract 1.5 inches from the long ones, because if not, it's going to be too big, okay? So you need 4 pieces of this. 1 by 3s, you need 4 pieces of this. I'm using Kreg jig, 1 1/4 inch Kreg jigs, because the way I'm going to fasten this is using my Kreg tool. That way I could it's quick and easy, just glue it together and screw it together. It's going to be strong. It's going to be strong, and it's going to hold on for a long time, okay? Paint. I chose this red paint for the red stripes of the flag. I chose blue paint for where the stars are going to be. This blue paint. And for the other stripes, I'm actually torching some of the slats or some of the parts of the flag. So basically, I'm gonna torch it, and you're gonna have. So we're gonna have the red of the flag, and then the white, what's supposed to be white, is gonna be like this, and it's gonna look pretty cool actually. This is the way that I made mine, so it's pretty cool. Look the way it looks. I'm gonna buy. So you're gonna need 7 of the soft close hinges, or any other hinge that you want to use. 2 pieces of chain, screws, glue, and all that. I went already and cut all my pieces. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how I assemble it and what the end product is gonna be. I'm gonna start by burning the wood with this, painting the other slats with the red color, and the square where the stars are gonna be, I'm gonna be painting it blue, and then I'm gonna assemble everything and see what it looks like at the end. Maybe it's gonna look like the picture that I posted on Facebook. Maybe not. Not exact. It's not gonna be 100% exact, but like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to make whatever I think I can make. Look like an easy build. That's the name of my channel. So let's see what happens. So follow me along, and let's go from here. So this is kind of like the finished product. I cut the slats and I painted them, okay? I burnt them and I painted them, like I said, red, and then the charcoal or the burnt color. This is what the back of it looks like. And those are the screws that I put in it along with glue in order to hold the pine boards together. There's a lot of screws. I didn't need to use as many as I did, but it is what it is. This is the part where the stars are gonna be. I have to remake that. That was something that I had made in the past, and I just had it laying there, and is the same size as the one that I had made for mine. This is the back or the bottom of the flag. As you can see, I have the screws for the Craig system, and the screws are there. Inch and a quarter screws that are gonna go into the frame. This is the frame. So I made the frame, and those clamps that I have there is to give me the right depth in order for me to set the bottom on it. That way I have the right depth all over. Once it's assembled, then I'll put the hinges on. The middle divider, which is gonna divide this in half, and then another divider which is gonna divide where the flag is. That's gonna open one way. So this is gonna open this way. This part is gonna open like this, so that way. And then this part is gonna open towards the bottom. So it's gonna be divided in 3 pieces. That way you have 3 different storage compartments. And then afterwards you can divide it as you please. So this is where I'm at, and then I'll post the finished product afterwards. Later, guys. Here's your product. The box is made. The divider's in. The top and bottom dividers are in. I didn't get the hinges because the big box store was closed, so I'll get those tomorrow. I'm gonna paint that tomorrow, and then assemble everything. I might, I'm not sure, try to use some LED lights around it on the top. I have some laying around here somewhere that I might be able to use. Once I do that, the product is done. So this is where I stand now. So once this is all done, then tomorrow or the day after, I'll post the finished product. I have to get the stencil to paint the stars on this. I had one, don't know where it is, so I have to get another one. But once everything is done, then I'll post the finished product. Thanks again for watching, and hit that like button. Later, guys.